I'm Nicholas.
And I'm Steven.
We are Service Events, your farmer's favorite chefs. About to start making and getting ready this glucose, sugar, and water mixture in order to make what we call pear and apple glass. That's going to be a garnish for our intermezzo course and a garnish for our dessert course. What I'm going to be typically doing is incorporating water, sugar, and glucose all together, slicing some apples and pears, letting them be submerged in the liquid overnight, and then tomorrow we'll be baking them at 200 degrees or so, very low and slow until they literally turn into what looks like stained glass. We put it onto any of our plates, crack it with your fork or your spoon, and it'll literally shatter into a million pieces. So we're going to get started kind of here today with first taking our super nice 9.0 hydrogen-rich water. We use this for everything, cooking, cleaning, drinking, all of the sorts. We're going to start by getting 500 grams of water on the scale. Our white sugar, we're going to put 150 grams of this on here, so it's going to get us to 650. Crazy, kind of slimy glucose mixture. This shit's pretty cool. It's totally like weird. I don't even know what you would call this. We're going to do just 50 grams of this, getting us to a finished product of 700 grams. I'll pop it on the stove and get it boiling. Getting our ice bath ready so I can cool down our glucose mixture. So I'm just pouring this over ice so it can cool down a lot quicker. If I were to slice apples or pears right into this right now, it would literally cook them and turn them to complete mush, which is the last thing we would ever want. I am getting ready to start making our apple and pear glass. So I'm just cutting off the tops and tails of these just so I have a flat surface to kind of work on with my slicer so they don't kind of fall over and potentially give me the risk of slicing my hand off with this thing. So this is kind of just a safety precaution just to do this. These apples and pears are from Mandarin Market right here in Sorbet, Pennsylvania. We get all of our pears, peaches, apples, and apple cider from them. They're an incredible small business with some really kind of incredible varieties of fruits, and we just love all the people who work there. Super paper thin slices, so I can put them into our glucose mixture that we made earlier, so they can kind of go swimming in there overnight, so we can bake them tomorrow to make sure that they're as crispy as glass. Cool too, so as you can see, as you kind of start to get into it, these have that really super cool kind of star pattern in the middle as well where the seeds are. That looks really nice when they go onto the plate. So I'm gonna get all these into our mixture. Make sure they all get submerged in this liquid. This is what's going to make them kind of give us that kind of glass texture that we're looking for tomorrow after we bake them. So I want to make sure this mixture kind of gets in between all of the layers. See these bad boys tomorrow when it comes time to bake. All right, so now that our pears and apples have been swimming in our delicious glucose mixture since last night, we're going to get them on our nice silicone pad here so they don't stick, and pop them in the oven to kind of bake for about an hour to really kind of transfer them into that glass-like texture that we're looking for. So we're going to lay these out super close to each other. We're going to bake them at 200 degrees Fahrenheit, which is super, super low. We're going to go really kind of low and slow where it's not going to allow any of these kind of sugar crystals to burn. So we have all of our fruit pieces on our tray here, all nice and lined out, nice and flat. So we're going to take these and pop them in our 200 degree oven over here. So this little boy oven is already on. I already have it preheated. I'm going to pop them in here and let these bad boys ride for probably about 40 minutes or so. After 40 minutes, I'll take one of our offset spatulas, flip them over, let them kind of bake on the other side for another 20 minutes, pull them out, let them cool down, and we'll be able to smash them like glass. All right, so our apple and pear glass is now done baking. So we're gonna pull these out of the oven, kind of stick them on here, let them cool down a bit. But once I pull it off, I can kind of let it go. As it cools down, it's gonna harden. This is gonna kind of give us more of that glass texture that we're looking for. Let it really cool down. Now once that it's very cool, it should crumble like glass.